Hi, and welcome to the very first episode of Stand Up with Soph. My name is Sophie. I am a personal trainer and a nutrition coach, and I am so passionate about anything fitness and food and creating healthier habits. This channel is a place for you to come and get some insight into what it takes to improve your fitness, improve your healthy habits, create a lifestyle that is fully aligned with who you want to be and who you want to become in the future, as well as gaining some guidance, some pointers, some values around standing up more for yourself. I think sometimes as women, it's very, very easy to feel. I know I have been feeling really small at times, like you don't always, not all of us are as strong in voicing our own opinions. And that's another point with this show as well, this channel. So everything food, fitness, and a little bit of toughening up. So today episode, we are going to talk about fitness and food and healthy habits and how to truly make it part of your life in a way so you can get off this roller coaster of always being fully on or fully off, always saying, next Monday I'm gonna make this happen, or next year is my year and I'm gonna achieve all of these goals. I want to see more women who breaks free from the mindset that we have been conditioned to create over the years of growing up through, our upbringing, our mum's upbringing, and just past generation, where it's this very, very all or nothing toxic approach to it. I have been a personal trainer for a couple of years. I have helped a lot of women achieve more balance in the lifestyle, make their fitness routine work around their life and who they truly want to be, not who society, not who social media is trying to tell us we should be. So if you're either completely new to fitness, or maybe you're coming back after a long break, maybe you have been burned out by fitness because maybe you have seen a lot of results a lot of times, but always seem to put the weight back on or lose what you did. The first thing that is so, so, so important when you decide to increase your health, improve your health, when you decide to start putting in an exercise routine for yourself, when you decide that you want to go to the gym, when you decide that you want to eat better food, more high quality food, you want to feel better in yourself, what is so, so, so important is that whatever changes that you decide to start making are things that you need to be so sure you can truly sustain as part of your lifestyle. And what I mean by this is working inside gyms and talking to a lot of new members coming through the door. What I've seen a lot is women coming in and being like, yeah, I'm gonna start out at the gym and I'm gonna lose 10 kilos and I'm gonna get so fit and I'm so motivated, I'm so driven, I'm so ready, I just want to come in here and just train, which is awesome, like having that motivation and that drive, fuck yeah. But what can happen is when you initially start and you set all these wild goals and have these crazy ideas of what it is going to look like, a lot of the time women forget to stop and say, hey, hang on a sec, is this going to be realistic with, the work that I'm doing? Am I in a work where my energy really gets sucked out of me sometimes? How do I handle when I'm on my period and it's that time of the month? How is my current relationship? How is everything else going on in your life? Wait one sec. We got to look at saying, okay, how much time do we really have in your days? How much energy do you really have? How strong are you at getting up in the morning and going, or how strong are you in coming here after work? Not just in good periods, but also in tough periods where you are super stressed or just really, really low on energy. I think that's the thing that can hurt a lot of men and women, is that, you know, you start something up, you're super excited, you're in a really good period, like you're feeling great, you're ready, you want to do it, so you set your expectations to be up here, and you go super good for 2, 3, 4 weeks, maybe more. But then something happens in your life. Maybe something happens in your relationship. Maybe something happens at work. Maybe it's in your family. You know, it could be anything. Something happens where you go from being up here to being down here. And you set that high expectation of saying, it's only, you know, I'll only go if I can keep hitting up here. And I've been doing it. So I'm smashing it. I'm doing great. Something happens, boom. You don't have the same energy, you don't have the same time, you don't have the same opportunity to get to the gym the same way you've done for the past month. And what can be so challenging is holding that positive energy, you know, holding that motivation to say, it's okay, it's just a period, I'm going to get back into it. Now, instead, we tend to say, I'm shit, I failed, I can't do this. It's too hard. What was I thinking? You know, there's no way I can sustain, like, this routine can be part of my life. You know, I may as well just give up on my goals, because we come in with like giving it everything you got, and it's great, and that drive is so good. But you know, there needs to be more focus on the fact that that's not everyday life. That's not how you create a routine that is sustainable, that is going to last you many, many years to come, because you're only operating in good energy, right? The best time, hands to heart, like the best time for you to actually start out working on your goals is when you are feeling the most shit, when everything is going sideways in your life, and it's really hard to find the energy. That is, in fact, personal opinion, the best time for you to get started, because it can, like, it trains you, it strengthens you into actually making this part of your life, and not just something that you do whenever you feel motivated or you feel good. Moving on from that, because having a goal as well, you know, that's often how we start. We start with a goal, and then we figure out, okay, 9 times out of 10, I need a gym membership, or I need a coach, or whatever it is. You know, you need something to get you going. But before just setting a goal, it is super important that that goal is actually in alignment with who you want to be. And what I mean by this is the world that we live in, the beautiful, beautiful social media flooded world that we live in, it can be very overwhelming to figure out what kind of goal is actually right for you, because you're seeing someone doing something, someone's doing another thing. You know, you got everyone's telling you different things in regards to what your goal should be. Or even if your goal is, let's just say, to lose 10 kilos. Once you've set your goal in place, diving into what your core values are in your heart for your life, you know, what is truly important to you, is the next step. Before you even get started, there needs to be some deeper work to say, okay, I want to lose 10 kilos. What are my core values at this point in time right now? And to give you some examples, you know, maybe a core value could be to have good health. The core value could be good health. I just want to have good health. The opposite to that could be, a core value could be, I just want to lose weight. I just want to look skinny. I just want to fit into a size extra small. don't really care if I'm healthy or not. I just want to look the parts. Okay. So that's completely different sides of the spectrum, but in the same sense, very similar. And when we're talking weight loss, and say that your core value is that you just want to be skinny, you just want to fit in a size small, you can get there and you can reach your goal. But a lot of the time, this approach or having this value can make the journey there quite unhealthy, because you'll be probably very likely to follow whatever diet is the new deal, whatever low calorie fitfluencer diet that there is out there. You know, like you probably have a more perceptive to overtrain, because you set this goal and there's a chance that you're going to get a little bit impatient, and instead of just saying, hey, it's going to take a little bit of time, the brain can start kicking into gear and say, I want this to happen now, so I'm going to exercise more, I'm going to eat less. And by the end of it all, you can find yourself really, really burned out and sad, maybe a little bit anxious, maybe a little bit depressed. It's like you either got there and it got too hard and you put the weight back on, or you didn't get there and then you're burned out. And that can be really, really hard to go through. But if we turn it around and let's say that your core value was that you want to have good health. Your goal is that you want to lose 10 kilos. Your core value is that you want to be healthy in your body. It's like, right, okay, we know that the most important part for you is to be healthy. Then getting to your desired weight loss goal, you're probably still going to have a little bit of, impatience in there, because delayed gratification, like we don't really live in a world that is making us appreciate delayed gratification. But you can focus on other things when you do start to lose weight. And even if it is going a little bit slow, you're going to start to notice that you are feeling better in your body. It's easier to take the stairs. It's, you're going for walks more. You are just having less fogginess. You can focus on all of these things. That's like, hey, but I'm still in alignment with my core value, because my core value is good health. Where if your core value is just to lose weight and look skinny, that's going to take the same amount of time, or you're going to have a higher chance of burning yourself out over here. Because when things aren't going fast enough, and all you can think about, all you can use to measure if you're on the right track is how you look and what you see in the mirror, it's not a very joyful experience. There's a lot of opportunity for negative self-talk, self-loathing, and just like the risk of quitting and giving up completely is super, super high when your core value is looking skinny. So that's another part. Before you probably even sign up at the gym, or maybe you have signed up, but before you start setting like big aspirations for what your gym routine is going to look like, dive inside and say, okay, what am I actually doing this for? Another thing to think about could be, it's your core value right now that you just want to be liked by others. You just want to fit in society. You want other people to like you. So what that lifestyle might include is following your co-workers to KFC and McDonald's on the lunch break, because that's what everyone else is doing. And hey, you want to be liked by everyone. You don't want to stand out and put yourself out there for any judgment. So you just follow along. Or maybe it's drinks on the weekend and all your friends are partying and you're kind of like want to lose this weight, but you also don't want to be judged or put yourself in that position where they can start to make fun of you or think that, oh, you're better than them. So you keep saying yes to all these things. So your core value could be like, just to be liked by others, or could it be to be like liked by yourself? And your core value is like saying, go away. Go away, people who are not like on the same, I'm going this way, this is my journey, this is what I want. I want to be fit. I want to lose this weight. It's important to me. And whatever you guys are doing are not really in line with that. So my core value right now is to actually be liked by myself and not follow you guys and keep going to McDonald's and keep going for drinks. But by the end of the day, feeling quite crappy in myself because I know, it's not who I want to be. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe it didn't. But I hope that you get where I'm where I'm going at with this. So the next step, really, when you sort of are clear on your core values, you're figuring out, are this for deep, personal, meaningful reasons, or is it a little bit more shallow? Once you've gotten clear of all of that, you can start to, paint the bigger picture of what your life is going to look like what you want it to look like in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years, like where are you going to take your fitness, where are you going to take your food habits. But what's really important when you figured it out, your goal, your core values, like you're gaining some clarity. It's like, right, okay, then what do we do? Now it's time to get the ball rolling. And how we do that is by taking your big, beautiful goal and then breaking it down in a string of little wins. Okay, so when you have a goal, you need to have that idea, that roadmap of what it is it's going to take for you to actually get there and achieve it and keep it and not crash and burn and like keep growing after that milestone has been reached. Talking about weight loss, because that's what a lot of goals are amongst women working in the gym. And you ask, what's your goal? I want to lose weight. So let's talk about it. So going to the gym at the end of the day is going to be such a small part of your goal, which is what can be hard to understand for some. It can and it can't, I guess. It's like the gym is a tool. It's not the saving grace. It's, the gym is not where you go and you achieve your weight loss goals. What gets you to your goal is what you do in the other 23 hours of the day where you're not at the gym. So you want to look at, okay, what does your day look like right now? What are the aspects of weight loss? Exercise and movement. So you've got exercise in the form of like training, a gym workout, a home workout, and then movement in the form of just walking, of using your arms, of just generally moving your body. And then you've got the aspect of food, you've got the aspect of sleep, and I feel like I'm missing something, but I think that's it. That's 4. Sleep, food, exercise. I think it's because must be because we split the exercise up into gym and okay. So once those are the four aspects, and then you want to see, okay, what are your exercise movement habits like right now? How much are you moving your body? How much food are you eating? Are you eating enough food? Are you eating too much food? Like, are you drinking any water? How much are you sleeping? What time are you getting out of bed? What time are you getting to bed? Do you sleep throughout the night? What do you do before you go to bed? There's so many aspects to a goal that it's so much deeper than a 1 hour gym session. And how you stack wins for yourself in a way that is going to continue to build you up and not just build you up and break you down, but continue to build you up. is to figure out what is truly realistic and achievable for you. Like, how much are you walking in your day? If you are going for 0 walks, a huge improvement would be to go for half an hour walk every day or every second day, just something that is better than where you are right now, but also has to be something that you can commit to. So if you know from your personal life that you can't commit to going for half an hour walk every single day of the week, then do not set yourself that goal, because then you're just setting yourself up for failure. And even if you're like, yeah, but I'm having a really good week right now, I'm in a really good period, I've got all this free time right now because I'm on holiday or whatever, it's like, okay, but you need to also be able to stick to this when you don't have all the time in the world. And if saying I'm going to go for a walk every single day has that risk of you not being able to do that in 2 weeks' time, then that gives you opportunity to start saying, fuck, I didn't do it. I did so good. Now I'm not doing it. So now I feel shit. And now I don't feel adequate. And I feel like, I'm missing out on all this progress. So super, super, super important that whatever small changes that you make around that's walking, maybe it's your sleep, maybe you're not quite sleeping enough, so you set yourself a goal of going to bed a little bit earlier. I have had so many women be like, yeah, I want to get up earlier and I want to sleep better. So they're like, I'm getting to bed at midnight, so I'm going to start going to bed at 9 p.m. I'm like, that is a 3-hour difference. There is no way that your brain is ready for that to make such a big jump. So let's just say that you are getting to bed at midnight. Aim for a bedtime at like 11:30 or 11:45, just something that's not dramatic or drastic. When it's the beginning, it's okay to go slow. You are way better off going slow and easing yourself into it so you can get to that point where you're like, okay, I made some good small changes. I'm feeling a bit consistent. I'm feeling good. Like this is my foundation. I think I can push myself a little bit harder, but this is my foundation and this is what I am happy with. Then you can start to push. The same with food habits. I think the most common one is to either stop eating completely and being like cutting out food because you're desperate to lose weight, and it's like the complete opposite is not going to help you whatsoever. You actually need to eat more food a lot of the time, unless you're having a habit of overeating throughout the whole day. But a lot of the time, overeating over nighttime is a result of not eating enough throughout the day. So say that you want to make some changes to your food habits, okay? And you are not eating throughout the day and it turns into binge eating over nighttime. A goal could be aim for having a lunch, have a little lunch, or have something with you at work that you can snack on, something that you can eat before you walk through the door at home or before you go to the shops where your body is craving everything because you are starving. That is the worst time to go to the shops, so that you can build up that you can start to build up these habits of having a more full, more balanced diet. Yes, there we go. At the end of it all of this is so individual, and all of this can vary from woman to woman. So there's really, really no saying one way is going to fit all. And if you are unsure about what it is exactly that's going to work for you, or what changes you potentially need to be making, or what changes would be too much or what would be too little, like that is at the end of the day where coaching comes into place, and why we do invest into coaches is to have someone give us that guidance and say, okay, this is what you're doing. You shouldn't be doing like dramatic. You shouldn't be doing what someone who is not working and a stay-at-home person. You know, you can't live that same lifestyle as someone that's at home all day when you are working a 9 to 5 job. Like, it's just not going to happen. So, to recap on that, if you are at a position right now where you are getting into fitness for the first time, or you're getting back into it after a long break, and you're currently having some wild big goals, good freaking on you, because having big goals is amazing. But remember, everything that you decide to do, you got to be sure that that fits your lifestyle, not just here now, but 6 months from now, like a year from now. Make sure that what you commit to and you say that you're going to do, you can actually see yourself do that in the long run. Get super clear on your core values. What is it that's truly important to you? Are you ready to start saying no to friends or coworkers who have habits that you want to break away from? Like, is it truly strong enough, that core value for you, or do you need to sit with that a little bit more? And figure out, you know, what are the wins? What are the daily wins that you can do for yourself where it builds you up and it fills you with confidence and courage and belief in yourself that you can actually do it, and not wins that are so big, so bold, and so unachievable that they end up breaking you down instead. With that said, I hope that this has provided a bit of value for you. If you have any questions, or if you have anything that you are currently struggling with or sitting with in regards to getting back into fitness, or maybe you are in fitness but there's something that you're not fully vibing, leave a comment. Yeah, leave a comment below, and I would love to open up any topics that you guys may sit with. Awesome. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening.